Assessment is the process of defining, selecting, designing, collecting, analyzing, interpreting, and using information to increase students' learning and development. It is the systematic collection, review, and use of information about educational programs to improve student learning. Assessment focuses on what students know, what they are able to do, and what values they have when they receive their education. Assessment is concerned with the collective impact of a series of lessons on student learning. Following are the standards for assessment. Standard 1. Establish a standardized assessment process including public exams to ensure uniformity across the examination so that all the students are assessed against similar benchmarks. Standard 2. Standardize procedures in order to curb and penalize academic misconduct such as cheating and use of other unfair means for public examinations. Standard 3. A valid and reliable system of summative assessments that would reflect the true learning achievement of students. Standard 4. Students' performance assessment should be based on the attainment of student learning outcomes, SLOS, prescribed in the national curriculum. Standard 5. Assessment methods and procedures should be periodically and systematically reviewed and revised as necessary to adapt to evolving requirements. Standard 6. Monitoring of exam system should ensure regulations for transparency and effectiveness of the assessment process in terms of paper setting, preparation of marking scheme, exam supervision, collection of exam material, coding, decoding and marking. Standard 7. Appropriate use of ICT for ensuring efficiency and transparency in assessment processes. Standard 8. Accountability of assessment process through a system of checks and balances. Standard 9. Examination boards must ensure alignment of assessment to the prevalent curriculum. Standard 10. Effective policy mechanisms to ensure appropriate use of assessment data. Standard 11. Uniform continuous professional development and training of assessors, paper setters, examiners, paper markers, coders, and invigilators and other relevant staff, is regularly conducted to enhance their expertise with clarity about their roles, responsibilities, and standards. Standard 12. Standardized multiple assessment tools in addition to traditional examinations should be developed and used to achieve a balance between formative assessment approaches, summative examinations, and high-stake examinations. Such results can then feed back into instructional, curriculum and educational planning processes. Standard 13. All assessments will aim to measure knowledge, understanding, as well as critical, analytical, and creative thinking skills based on the requirements of different cognitive levels of the curriculum. Standard 14. Assessment should serve to provide constructive information for the teachers, parents, students, and other stakeholders to improve student learning outcomes, and Standard 15. Assessment should focus on outcomes encompassing attitudes, behaviors, and skills, both hard and soft skills.